Hi everyone, it's me Natty. Today's video is going to actually be a small comparison between my two Dream of Doll boys. The one here is Xiao, who is my Dream of Doll C that I opened last video, and he's secondhand, and I do believe the previous owner said he was from 2007. And this here is Sethos, and he is my Dream of Doll 2 that I also got secondhand, and I do believe the previous owner said that he was from 2008-2009. So we're going to be comparing the two of these guys. We're going to start off with the heads. So I'm just going to grab their head caps really quick for you guys. So both head caps have DOD on the back of them for Dream of Doll, and on the inside you'll notice the difference here. The main difference is the size of this lip here that helps the head cap stay on. It is very, very thick on Xiao's head cap, while on Sethos' head cap it's very thin. The magnets on Xiao's head cap are actually over the lip, so they're not like Sethos' head cap where the magnets are inside the lip. Another thing you guys probably notice is that Xiao's head cap is actually incredibly thick compared to Sethos' head cap. It's very thick, very heavy, while Sethos' head cap is very light and very, you know, spacious on the inside. These little hooks, I have no idea what they're for. So that's their head caps. So I'll stick those back on. And here is Xiao's pretty face. His ears. And Sethos. So here he is. His ears. I love these sculpts. So, now we're going to start moving on to the upper parts of the body. Generally, the torso pieces are the same. The body is generally similar. Again, Xiao's body is actually incredibly thick compared to Sethos. It's very clunky, like with the older dolls. The shoulder pieces are the exact same with both dolls. They both have the inward curve, though Sethos has a bit more of a curve to make it a little seamless, but again, these shoulder pieces are the exact same with both dolls. Now, this is a cool thing that I noticed. With Xiao, with the older body, he has a connected piece to the forearm instead of a floating piece. And so it doesn't give him a great range of motion, but it's still pretty cool. With Sethos, on the other hand, he has a floating peanut piece in here, and so he has a bit more range of motion, and he obviously is the better poser of the two. The forearms, again, are generally similar, though the wrist curve is more prominent in Sethos compared to Xiao. The hands, I am telling you right now, the hands are generally the exact same. They're the same hands. The hands are held together with S-hooks on both dolls. So, Xiao has the Dream of Doll floating piece here in the middle, and he can lean forward and lean back. And his resin is very thick. I've mentioned that a couple times now, but it is very, very thick and very sturdy. He looks so mad at me for doing this. Sethos also has the Dream of Doll little logo in there. He also can lean forward slightly, not too much, and lean back. But the main difference is that his body is a little more like smooth along the seams compared to Xiao, which is a little more clunky, which I don't mind at all. By the way, both dolls have seam lines. Xiao's looks like they were attempted to be sanded off, but it just made him really scratchy. So both the abdomen pieces are the same. If I could get Xiao to sit properly, or lay down properly. These pieces here are the same. Next noticeable difference is that Xiao has just the single piece in this thigh joint. Sorry, there's dull nudity. I'll put that in the title. Dull nudity, be warned. He has very good motion though. Like he can hold a 90-degree. And he stands like a rock. Well, if he wasn't on this blanket, he would be standing like a rock, but he's on a blanket. Okay. So he stands really well. And I would try for you guys, but he has been able to stand on one leg in the past. And here we have Sethos, who has a bit thinner resin around here to give it that little seam line. But here we have a 2-piece leg joint, and he has the swivel joint, which is great for posing. I could get his legs to do a whole bunch of different stuff. He too can stand pretty well. Not on the blanket. Come on guys, work with me. So he too stands really well. I cannot for the life of me get him to stand on one leg though. So that's something that the older body seems to be able to do really well. Now the leg joints between both sculpts are the same. They're both just attached to this part of the leg. So it gives them quite a bit of range of motion though, because it's very long on the back for both dolls. And the last thing I would like to show you guys, which is really neat, is the feet. So I mentioned it before, after I restrung Xiao, that he has a floating piece here, and let's see if I could hold him. He has the floating piece, and his feet are actually held on with a resin hook that is attached to the inside of his foot. Meanwhile, if I can grab Sethos, Sethos has just the single foot that is held together with an S-hook. So it is really cool to see the two different bodies from Dream of Doll. I hope you like this really short kind of info on the two of them. I really love these guys. They are hereby my favorite company, and I plan to get more of them in the future, hopefully, once I have money. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace!